How to make a Windows 11 bootable drive on your Mac. Let's go. Step 1. Download the Windows 11 ISO. The link is in the description, so you can get it from there. After downloading it, you can see it here. Just open it, and that will mount the volume. So you have it here. Now prepare your thumb drive or USB. You're gonna need a minimum of 8 gigs, but I only have 128 gigs, so if it's over, it doesn't matter. And plug it into your Mac. After doing so, you can see both our volumes here. Now we have to open the terminal and we have to identify the thumb drive here. So it's diskutil list. And this will give you a list of your storage devices. So this is internal, this is synthesized, this is our disk image, this is the ISO file, this is our external USB device. So now we are going to have to format it in FAT32. That also happens in the terminal, so you're going to have to copy this command. I will put every command I use in the description, so you can get it from there. Now just paste the command. So it's diskutil eraseDisk MS-DOS. This is gonna be your name. So you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to use Win11. MBR, this is master boot record. And this is the storage device. As you can see, it's dev disk 5. So let's go ahead and press enter. It's going to erase the disk, unmount it, mount it back again. So that is done. You can see we have a blank USB drive named Windows 11, Win11. This is our Windows 11 ISO. Why can't we just take it and copy it here? Well, the problem is there's install.wim inside this ISO, and that file is over 5 gigs. The format FAT32 won't let you copy individual files over 4 gigs. So you can't copy it. You can try, but then okay, I'm gonna show you what happens if you copy it. So let's wait, and as you can see here, you get this error. The item sources can't be copied because it is too large for the volumes format. We're gonna go ahead and click OK. Now I'm going to format my thumb drive again, so it's clean. So the problem is individual files over 4 gigs, it's a no-no. So what we have to do is take install.wim and slash it into multiple pieces so it fits in the FAT32 format. Now we are taking everything from the ISO, almost everything from the ISO to the Windows 11, except the install.wim. We're gonna take care of that later. Now we're gonna go ahead and paste this command. This specifies that it should copy everything from the ISO but exclude sources install.wim. That's what we need. And this is the path to your ISO, and this is the path to your USB. And now you're just gonna press enter. Now that is done. Now we have to slash install.wim into multiple pieces and paste it into our thumb drive. For that you're going to need something called wimlib. How to install wimlib? Thank you for asking. You just type brew install wimlib. I already have it installed, so that's why this comes up. After installing wimlib, you're going to paste this command, also in the description. As you can see here, wimlib-imagex split, so it's going to split the file, and this is the path to the ISO file. This is the source, and this is the path where it's going to put it. 3800 means 3800 megabytes. So it's going to slice it in maximum chunks of 3.8 gigs. Enter, and you can see it already working. Oh, so that is ready. What does that mean? You can install your Windows 11 now. So let's try it out, right? Now you can go ahead and close the terminal and safely eject your Windows 11 USB drive. and you can eject the ISO file too. You can keep the ISO or you can just bin it. So now let's switch to my other PC, HDMI 2. Now I can eject the thumb drive and plug it into my, it's gonna be Windows 11 PC. I also want to put Kali Linux on one and Ubuntu on the other one. And I'm going to do a home cinema. You know, like an Apple TV without the Apple. I'm going to change the user interface to look like a TV, and that will work from a mini PC that I will screw onto my projector so I can watch movies in my garden. So make sure, I've got a lot more projects coming up, so make sure you subscribe. So let's stop yapping and try this out. I have no idea how you get into the BIOS, but I know a trick. We're in the BIOS. So you can go UEFI, partition 1, and let's see if Windows 11 comes up. What do you say? Wasn't that easy? If you want more easy tutorials about everything, I do a lot of stuff, subscribe. And thank you for watching this one. I hope I could help, and see you in the next one, right?